Hello everyone and welcome to Stoneblock 4. Today we're diving into a brand new mod pack released by the FTB team and I am beyond excited. We're going to head up this stairwell and I assume there's going to be a portal for us to head through. And then we can choose where we would like to start our adventure. There's quite a few options for us here. We have an eerie blackout zone where you have nothing to start. We next have a dark mysterious cave with a single torch. This is your common stone block starting zone. We next have a vibrant and colorful cherry tree. Nice beautiful cherry tree in the middle. Some nice open space. We next have a ruined pre-industrial complex with a lot of ruined pre-industrial complex-like things. We then have a lush and warm mangrove cave with a nice mangrove tree and a nice surrounding area. And then we have a rugged and resilient tough cave, a pretty large area with some stalagmites and such around. Ourselves will be starting with the cherry tree, and here we are. So, as stone blocks go, we are now trapped underground without any trace of escaping. Because if I were to dig in this direction, that direction, this way, or over here, we'd be trapped forever. Or would we? Now, I don't know much about this pack quite yet. I haven't actually done any research, but I am lucky enough to have an early release of it. Thank you to the FTB team for that. So let's just jump right into it. Now, as FTB packs go, there is a quest book for us to read and research. So let's jump right into that. Welcome to Stoneblock 4. It is a story-driven mod pack with plenty of options to play and progress based on your playstyle. This pack has tons of mods for all types of players. Mods may be gated with the storyline, so make sure to explore with different options for progression. For those who want to challenge, the final challenge of the pack is completing the world engine. Do you think you have what it takes? I think we do. So, if you were like me, and you ran past the first NPC that you saw when you opened this pack, don't be frightened, you can find him again. Simply type in /spawn, a tempad will open up, and you can return to this NPC called FTB Echoes. And this is where our story should have begun, instead of us running up those stairs quite at the start. Initiating program! Welcome to the World Engine Restoration Knowledge Base. I am the Echo of Guidance, assigned to assist emergent intelligent life throughout their journey using knowledge compiled from others who have succeeded before them. The World Engine is a powerful construct containing the cumulative knowledge of all humankind. Without that knowledge, it can become unstable and severely affect entire realities, as you can see with this stone world. Check your questbook often. We will provide you with further instructions and have access to additional knowledge upgrades as you restore more World Engine archives. Now that you have activated the WERK, the portal upstairs has become traversable. Task: press complete stage and claim reward to enable access to the World Selection portal. Now, we did jump ahead and we went through the portal before talking to this fellow, but thank you so much, Mr. FTB Echo Projection. So we'll head back up these stairs, and then we can jump through the portal again. However, as you saw with that teleport back to spawn, there are quite a few archives around the spawn area, and none of them are accessible yet. As you see, they're all currently blocked off. However, as we progress through the pack, this definitely seems like Draconic Evolution to me, but as we progress through the pack, I assume we can come back, activate these, and learn more about this stone-filled world that we are currently trapped in, and hopefully escape. Now, to get started, let's punch some stone, which is very weird, but if you've played Stoneblock before, you know it's a classic. We gotta get ourselves some stone pebbles. And do make sure you're doing this with an empty fist, otherwise you will not get a stone pebble in return. Now honestly, I don't know why I broke that much. We're going to have a pickaxe here shortly, I assume. We'll make ourselves some cobblestone, and I assume this can turn into a crafting table. Perfect. We'll make some sticks, and I think the first thing I'd want is a pickaxe. So we did actually need quite a few amount of pebbles. However, that should be a quest, but it wants us to make a hammer first, not to make the pickaxe. Interesting. So I assume a stone hammer is this. Nope, we were close. Oh, we don't need stone rods, I guess. Oh, we do need stone rods, never mind. So we did need quite a few pebbles, but there we go. We have ourselves a stone hammer. We can go ahead and get cobblestone a lot faster now. gonna bug me. I want one more stone pebble. Okay, well, we need a few more stone pebbles still. I just want to get rid of them. There we go, perfect. And then if I place this cobblestone down, should be able to hammer it further. Perfect. And then into dirt. There we go, look at that. Next quest complete. And then it also wants us to collect some saplings, which I assume we can crook from dirt, assumedly. And now there is fake grass. Oh no, this is actual real grass. It isn't like our island on Skyblock. However, we did get a few saplings. We could have broke these leaves for saplings, but I like to keep the island that we're given usually pretty intact, for now at least. And then we will, well, probably clear all this out later on. I just like the nice little cherry tree in the middle for now. Also, I saw this in the corner of my eye. Project E is in this mod pack, very in Stoneblock fashion, so I can't wait to dive into that at some point later on. So I wonder if I can make a normal stone axe. Okay, I can, because this should allow me to vein mine the tree. Oh, you know what? I didn't think that one through very well, because I do not want to vein mine all of these cherry blossom leaves. However, we can go ahead and make ourselves some wooden shears. I should be able to vein mine this. Let's see if it wants to vein mine the entire bunch or not. No, it seems good. Nice. Okay, just going to do some arboreal cleanup here. And we didn't ruin our initial base. Good sign. So if we take all of the leaves we just collected with our shears and actually stick them in a wooden basin, a loopy. Ooh, hello, good sir. Yes, I will take your free goods. Thank you very much. A diamond. Okay. Yes, sir, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Nice. Okay, good start. I do want to grab a chest real fast. Not like we have too many things to place down, but I do just want to get rid of that. And, like I said, if we come over to this wooden basin and place a tree on top, and then jump on the leaves, we can actually collect ourselves some water. So that will get us our first bucket of water, which will be useful to grow crops and, well, expand our greenery in this stone-filled world. Now I also want to go ahead and grab some charcoal real fast, just so we can get a few torches going. It's not too dark in here just yet, but I know it will eventually get very dark, because these glowberries are only going to take us so far in this world. So now that we've done the most basic of resource collection, now is time to introduce ourselves to the unique mechanic of Stoneblock 4. And that is by taking these leaves and drying them out above a campfire, which means we need another piece of charcoal. And assumedly it works just like this water basin here. I should be able to just place a leaf on top of or on them, and this should produce us some straw. Oh no, it produces some dry leaves. Okay, perfect. And then these guys here, if we place them in the real world, we can then crook them for some straw. Now what we'll do is we'll combine some straw with a pebble and a stick to grab ourselves a crude brush. Now, like I said, this is the unique mechanic of Stoneblock 4. We are now an Unearther level 1 novice. However, we do want to get some knowledge on this, so let's go head back to our friend at the spawn zone. As you now are aware, my primary directive is to restore the world engine. However, it cannot be accessed directly as its core is sealed deep within the center of the world, beyond an impenetrable barrier to protect its internal systems from those who do not follow the proper WERK protocol. Access will require teleportation using chronon energy. Chronon is a powerful energy source capable of opening the time-space gateways. A chronon generator will passively store chronon within a chronon cell. We have located a healing spring north of your base, which will provide you with necessary resources to craft this generator. Past data has shown that mortal entities require the consumption of nutrient-rich substances in order to function. To accommodate for this and to avoid past results, you may now acquire food within our shop. Task: craft and submit a chronon generator to your quest book. So luckily this Echo of Guidance here also does provide us with a shop, and once we have a few more coins given to us, it seems we can buy a few things here. Nothing jumps out immediately to me. Questbook, torch, the random food is obviously the nice one here. But yeah, I guess we will come back to our guidance friend here. But for now, I guess we will head back to the base. Now, the Echo of Guidance was all gung-ho about us using his shop to get some food. However, I should be able to get some food just from apples alone, assumedly. But oak trees might not drop apples in this pack, but we're here to find out. We're good. Just crook some oak trees, and you get plenty of apples. So with our new brush, I should be able to break this down into gravel. Yeah, perfect. And then the gravel, I should be able to brush for some resources. Okay, there we go. So now we have iron chunks. And I don't believe you can vein mine it. Oh, you definitely can, it seems. That's fantastic. Okay, so just holding down the vein mine key as normal, and it works. And I assume there's going to be dust and sand variants. Could be incorrect here. Perfect, there is sand, and I assume dust as well. Yes. So we'll go ahead and unearth these as well. That gives us gold and bone meal, and that gives us copper and clay. Cool. And as stone itself is in vein mineable in this pack, we want to go ahead and upgrade our tools just ever so slightly to what we can at this point. And these iron clusters allow us to make iron? Yes, it does. Perfect. And we have 1 ingot already, so I do just want a bit more. Go ahead and smelt up these clusters, and then we can make ourselves a iron hammer. And with this guy, we can actually mine a 3x3 area. I just need some more sticks. And then yes, we can absolutely destroy the earth ahead of us. Ooh, a loopy. Yes, please. I will take all of your goods, good sir. Please give me a diamond. That'd be very much appreciated. Okay, some more eggs. Okay. Unfortunately, no diamond, but we can't complain, we got one earlier. But yes, our true power of excavation has now been unlocked. However, as you see, without torches, this does become dark very fast. I do have ambient lighting thanks to shaders, but even then, we still do want to light this place up, just so no mobs come and ruin our day. Now, I do wonder, will this also break down cobblestone? It does not. Okay, so we still need our trusty hammer here to do that. Now, I will say, it would be fun and all to place all of these blocks by hand. However, that might get tiring quickly. So I assume we can go ahead and make ourselves a building stick. So I will use our singular diamond that we've gotten. I assume we'll get more in the future. This will help us out a lot. If we place the cobblestone in our offhand, it'll only place cobble down when we right click. Then we can just go ahead and mine all this. Now I will say doing the dirt out here might not be the best idea possible, so we'll have to do that inside the cave portion. Okay, that should be a decent amount of stuff to get us started here. Now I wonder, genuinely, how much this brush can actually do. Okay, it can do up to 64. That's not too bad. Can't complain there. However, I do want to upgrade this brush. So a next tier brush would be reinforced, which requires a smithing template. Okay. Then there's the unbreakable brush. Okay, I assume these are just tiers of brush, not actual resource things. So you know what? We're going to actually dive back into the quest book and just double check some things. If we go ahead and make some more iron here, we can go ahead and craft ourselves an iron hammer. This variant, not the one we made earlier. And by getting that iron hammer, we actually can upgrade our unearthing level, which should allow better resources to drop from the gravel, assumedly. Yes, plenty of new resources indeed. We got osmium, lead, zinc, aluminum, and nope, that's it. Okay. So now we are unearthing level 2 apprentice, and yeah, we can just go ahead and place all this stuff down, and I guess brush away. Look at that. Now I did get a lot of clay from that, so I do want to make a bonsai pot. And fun fact, your iron hammers, you can actually just simply repair directly in your inventory, which is super useful. So you only ever need the one. 3 iron fully repairs it, so it's basically just saving you on crafting sticks. But it is a useful fact nevertheless. So we can make ourselves a bonsai pot. Now, I will accept this quest right away, just because it does give us a free hopper. I have too much stuff in my inventory. And this will simply allow us to automatically grow saplings without having to wait around. That I will never take for granted. And we also have ourselves a sheep friend here, it seems, so I will be breeding him shortly, hopefully. However, I do need an axe in here, sapling, and some dirt. And there we go. This will slowly start giving us some saplings as well as hopefully some apples. That would be very nice to have. And I guess I want to see what dust will give me now. Ah, okay, it gives us our redstone. Perfect. Now, I assume redstone will be very important, assumedly for the Chronon battery, and another loopy has spawned. And a free diamond. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, this is fantastic. Gave us some more eggs, but the diamond is probably our best friend as the diamond sticks aren't cheap to come by at the moment until we can get some diamonds, which I assume will be from brushing. Maybe not that brushing specifically, but surely we'll get some eventually. Just a bunch of eggs though for now. Now, when we were speaking with our traveler friend, he did let us know of a healing spring, so we can actually claim this quest specifically here and locate ourselves the nearest healing spring, which is, I guess, in that direction there. If we were to open our map, it was pretty obvious where the healing spring was. However, this will point you in the direction. So I guess we have quite a journey away to go that away. So I will just bring some iron so we can replenish our thing. I'll bring us some apples, and I guess I need some more torches. So I'm going to smelt some up because tiny coal will make you tiny torches, which is pretty useful to be honest, and I guess we could use those to our advantage, but I will just make some normal ones with charcoal, as turning this into coal isn't worth it for now. Now, I will say I'm not exactly sure what awaits us at this garden spring. However, we're going to head over there. I do just want to be center with my base first, and then we can go over. Oh, task complete. We've located the underground springs. Now, I'm not sure if I'm at the right level. Okay, we were at the right level. Perfect. So we'll break our way into here. Now, I will say we are a decent distance away from the base, as you can see by the tunnel here, but it's not too bad. However, I do recommend setting a /home, as that is something we forgot to do. But yeah, we have a beautiful spring here. There's some water, nothing too special. Seems the remnants of an old campfire. Not sure how it's still going, logically, but I digress. But there does seem to be something up on this cliff face here. Empty barrels, lodestones, interesting. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to take these for my own, as you never know if you're going to need them. And I will take the brewing stand as well. Don't mind if I do. But that seems to be it for now. However, these amethysts, I'm pretty sure that's what we're after. Yes, it does seem like these amethysts are exactly what we're after. So I want to at least take a few of them. Assumedly, we can just go ahead and smash one. Perfect. Now, I do wonder, can I turn these guys back into amethysts? Oh, you can. Perfect. Well, I will take 1 cluster's worth of amethyst for now. I assume we will be back here to collect some more in the near future. And you know what? The sugarcane is also probably a good idea to snag. While I'm here, of course. Okay, well, I assume we'll be back to this spring, but for now, we'll leave it behind us. Now, by simply combining the very basic things we've gotten so far, from crushing and brushing, I guess, we can go ahead and progress and make ourselves the Chronon generator. Now, by crafting this Chronon generator, it provided us with the Lost Cell of Echoes, as well as an action pad and some dreadful dirt, which might come in handy later, who knows. However, this action pad here allows us to access different areas, such as the spawn area where we are now, our base, the road to guidance, which I'm not entirely sure what it is, as well as this new thing, the world engine. I really want to check this out. Wow. Wait, is this above our base? Oh, it is. Very interesting. Wow. What a structure. This is not what I was expecting. Beautiful, beautiful build. And here is the world machine, I guess. And this looks to be some custom machinery with a bunch of different things to be used for. Some fluids, temperature, energy, idle. I assume we can craft stuff here. Source as well, so there's some Ars Magica stuff going on. Wow, that's amazing. You have progressed well. However, solitary effort has proven inefficient in past attempts. To improve your odds, you will now require assistance in the shadows. You may find the remains of previous helpers. This damaged ender lead should assist you when converting them within a healing spring into a useful companion. You will be required to convert this helper into a token, which can be brought to the system to recognize your progress. This can be done by making an echo encoder within the world engine. Task: convert a zombie villager and a healing spring and turn them into a worker token using the echo encoder. And it looks like we finally have a friend to take with us. Now, before 9 million more mobs spawn, I'm going to block this off. Come here, Mr. Zombie Villager. Come with me. Ooh, we got a Splendor gem. Thank you. Okay, let's head over to the springs, and let's cure this fella. Now, I assume it's as simple as placing him into this spring water. Yes, it does seem like that is the case. Cure, my fellow villager. Cure. Okay, so I can go ahead and pick him back up, I assume. Perfect. And that is another quest complete. Now, to progress further, we do want to turn some more zombie villagers into leather, it seems. We can also get it from cows. However, our luck hasn't been too good with cows as of yet, as we only have the 1 sheep. So I guess we're going to have to light this place up again, or unlight this place up, so we can get some more zombie villagers. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Well, since I haven't technically shown it off too well yet, I'm going to go ahead and claim everything. As you see, we've gotten quite a few things. A forced loot bee has spawned. That's cool. But as you see, yeah, we didn't get too many things, but the biggest thing was our dollar amount in the top has gone up, which is fantastic. And that is, well, we got a piece of leather from the loot bee, but that's not the best. Oh my goodness, we have a chance cube. Okay, well, we have to open it. Surely we'll get something good. Okay, you know what? That's not at all what I was going to expect. I mean, ink sacs are useful, right? Yeah, I mean, ink sacs are definitely useful. Let me just drown these guys. Or I guess suffocate them, since I truly can't be asked to kill them all. Okay. Be free, my fellow servants. I'm pretty sure you get ink sacs from them. You know, I'm just going to kill one manually. But I'm almost positive these guys will drop ink sacs no matter what, as soon as they all perish. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay. I mean, free ink sacs. I'll take it. However, before the squids distracted me, I did want to go back to spawn and head to the shop here and collect myself an Emerald Grove portal. Now, this guy, we've used them previously in Skies 2. However, this will spawn us a bunch of mobs that we can just keep forever if we would like. Now, I wasn't, exactly planning on killing a bunch of zombies. However, this is very useful as well, as this will give us the run flesh that we need. However, I will say, maybe this wasn't my best plan, because these guys aren't dropping run flesh either. Oh, there we go. Please don't be skeletons. Ooh, it's spiders. Okay, that's not too bad. We could also just let it run out and just take the run flesh that we got, but I do want the passive mobs if possible. My axe just broke. Not very useful. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say, there has to be some more spiders somewhere. Okay, I was killed by a spider. I could have simply made some iron armor and avoided all of this, but it's funnier this way. So we will collect ourselves another Emerald Grove portal, and hopefully this time we don't die while doing it. A waste of 7 coins, but there will be plenty more in the future, so I'm not too worried. We also just got a replicator from... what quest was that? This guy? Yeah, a gift of Pebbles. We got a replicator from this. I mean, we'll take it, I guess. But yeah, what it wants us to do is it wants us to make an amethyst resonance charm, and that's what we need the leather for. And then I guess we combine that with an iron stick to get an echo encoder, it seems. Whatever that might be. But it doesn't seem we need any power for it, so that's not too concerning. But I will make myself a set of iron armor really fast. And hopefully we can take this guy on. I mean, obviously we can take this guy on, but let's just not die doing it this time. Okay, we got enough rotten flesh for our thing, so I'm just going to stick that at the campfire to get our leather while we fight these spiders. Thank you for the leather. Using the campfire to my advantage. But I probably could have just made a sword, and then Sweeping Edge would have been a lot better, but it's fine. Ooh, definitely should have made a sword. Yeah. No, not a Wandering Trader at this time. That is possibly the worst timing. Okay, it spawned safely, at least. So hopefully, it doesn't die. I do want to keep it locked in there. For what it's worth. Skeletons. Oh no, just more zombies. Okay. You know what's funny? As soon as I started the World Tier Haven, yeah, these zombies just became a lot healthier for some reason. Which makes sense. Boy, there we go. Just one last guy. And there's all of our friendly foes. So I'm going to go ahead and breed these guys. Come here, sheep, pigs, and cows. Also gives us the ability to have chickens, which is exactly what we wanted. I will say the rabbits themselves, not exactly needed, but they will be taken, so I can't complain. Do I have any seeds, perchance? I don't believe so. Oh, I do have a few seeds. Nice. Come here, chickens. Let's breed these guys up. And yeah, like I said, I'll probably end up killing the rabbits. Hopefully the Wandering Trader's still here. I don't think he is, though. Oh, he is. Perfect. You have delightful dirt for me. It does require ectoplasm, however. Not the most useful. A teleporter can also give me myself my skull. Interesting. And bamboo for an iron stick. Don't mind if I do. I do need that. However, we do have enough leather, so let's get our move on. If we make an amethyst resonance gem and take this iron stick we just got and head up to the world engine, which is apparently right above my base, and I craft these two things together. There's a progress bar in the front. Okay. Seems to be the only thing that actually happens, which is fine. I didn't expect all this to light up or anything. But we now have ourselves an echo encoder. So we can take our friendly villager and encode him into a worker token unemployed, whatever that might mean. So if we head back to our friend, we should get some explanation on what these might do. With these tokens, the work is now available to reboot the archives of 3 additional echoes. Their upgrades will assist you in restoring the first segments of the world engine. The echoes may appear similar in form, but each has had their personality of their most successful predecessors artificially recreated. We hope this is to your liking. Each echo can be found in the lobby above within their respective archives. Your quest book allows you to set a waypoint on your map with each of their locations. The Echo of the Quartermaster manages knowledge on storage systems and other general miscellaneous items. The Echo of the Machinist specializes in mechanical systems and basic automated machinery. The Echo of Magician focuses on the arcane and magical sources. Task: return to me once you have completed your Quartermasters and at least one additional Echo's World Engine upgrade. So yeah, it seems we have a few quests ahead of us and plenty of different echoes to go and talk to and learn more about the world we're stuck in. However, I'm going to save that for the next episode. We're going to wrap it up here. We're going to dive into exploiting villagers, exploiting chickens, fluid cows, and much more in our resource generation, but we're going to save that for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've been absent for the channel for a while, so I appreciate anyone who watched this video all the way through. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more of Stoneblock 4, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads. If you liked the video, leave a like, I do appreciate it. And drop some comments down below if you have any ideas for this series, anything you would like to know, or anything in general. I do love reading the comments and I always read them all, but I do appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!